Welcome to The Gavel, your weekly Denver City Council wrap-up. Here's what happened this week. On Tuesday, May 14th, the Finance Committee heard the annual wage theft report from the Auditor's Office. Last year, the office helped to recover more than $2 million, distributed it to over 3,500 workers, and audited about 90,000 payroll records. The $2 million recovered last year was almost double compared to previous years. It takes about 100 days for a wage complaint to resolve, and workers saw an average of $572 of restitution. In 2023, Denver passed a wage theft ordinance, which gave the Auditor's Office more power and scope to investigate and recover money in these cases.
It also created 12% annual interest, which is mandatory. We have no discretion about that. And in addition, it created significant penalties for wage theft. The effect of this whole framework is not only to compensate people for all of the range of harms that they suffer, but also to give us significant leverage to deter wage theft and to prevent it from happening to more people in the future.
On May 15th, the Safety Committee heard a presentation from the Mayor's Office on the newly created Office of Neighborhood Safety. The city will transfer $11 million, along with 65 employees from the Department of Safety, to the new Office of Neighborhood Safety. It hopes to curb violence around the city through support programs, community outreach and support, and alternatives to traditional policing. The office has 4 goals: safety and youth programs, the AIDS Center for Housing Support and Substance Abuse Treatment, the Office of Community Violence Solutions, and the STAR program, Denver's alternative response to law enforcement. The city will begin the hiring process and establish strategies with community partners in the next 7 to 12 weeks.
We're going to be open to working with anyone who wants to come to the table, who wants to advance this work and get these resources in the hands of people who need them most, who want to do that more than they want to advance themselves, and who want to work with folks who believe in the same ways. So we're going to be super excited to work with community in building this office.
Also on Tuesday, May 14th, the Land Use Committee heard a presentation from the Department of Transportation and Infrastructure on waste services. In January 2023, Denver implemented volume-based pricing for trash collection. The city introduced tiered pricing depending on the size of the trash cart, and recycling and compost are free. The main goal of this program is trash diversion, meaning a stronger focus on recycling and compost and minimizing what gets thrown in the trash.
Bolstering our compost and recycling programs is overall just better resource use. Landfills are finite resources. Once they are full, they are full. So by putting those compostable and recyclable materials back into the production cycle, we can move towards a more circular economy.
It's estimated that 75% of Denver's waste is recyclable or compostable. But in 2022, the diversion rate was 22%. Because of volume-based pricing, that number went up 3%. The city wants to meet a 50% diversion rate by 2027. They are focusing on resident education, outreach events, driver training, and payment assistance programs. You can find links to City Council meetings, schedules, agendas, events, and news at denvergov.org/City Council. Denver City Council meets every Monday at 3:30 at the City and County Building Council Chambers, or tune in live on Denver 8 or Zoom. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube for Denver news, events, and information.